The house of life, where
women give birth, right?
Where women give birth, approximately
they don't go to hospital. If you are going to the gym, you will add your protein powder shake. You will do it for yourself.
No, that's not our standard regimen.
And here in our community, it is mandatory for everyone to get a massage once a month.
Right? We have 3 days out of the week that are no salt days. Okay, no salt.
This is an adjustable birthing bed, but our mothers don't necessarily have to birth on the bed. They can squat, they can dance.
Talking about fenugreek, we're talking about molasses, blackstrap molasses, we're talking about sesame seeds, we're talking about parsley. We're talking about these things that we take daily.
And when you talk about Hebrews, when you talk about Israelites, when you talk about Judeans, each of those have a prophetic mandate and purpose and mission that they are to fulfill.
We're gonna be happy tonight. My day Yankee tonight. Make a play with happy tonight.
Oh my God, finally after 2 hours driving, we are here. Village of Peace. The Israelite people. Let's enter. Wow. I'm looking for Ashriel. Ashriel, this is the guy that's going to show us around. What's up? How are you? Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
My name is Chen.
My name is Anavia.
Anavia.
Okay.
What a unique name. Welcome to Village of
Peace.
Thank you.
Yes,
so yeah, just before we will start, this is going to be our second video. So I just want you please remind our people about your unique community. What are you doing here? Who are you guys? Just 1 minute.
So we're right now in the Village of Peace. This is the community of the African Hebrew Israelites. We returned to our ancestral homeland in 1968, and we moved to this area in the 1980s. And what you see right here on this board is the leader and the visionary of this community, who was actually given the vision to leave America in 1966. And they began the exodus out of America in 1967, settled in Liberia for a little while, and then finally repatriated back to Israel in 1969.
So how long you are here, guys? Like how long you started this community here? 40?
I mean, 1968.
1968.
The first people arrived to Israel in 1968, and we've been here ever since. So you know, it's a return to our ancestral homeland after 2,000 years of being away and 400 years of being enslaved in North America, South America, and the Isles of the Caribbean.
I'm happy to see you here. And by the way, I just back from Ghana and I saw that there is another Israelite community in Ghana, right? Is Israel, Ghana?
Israel and Ghana and South Africa and Benin and Liberia and Kenya.
Kenya? Hey, Kenya?
Yes.
You have Israelite people in Kenya?
Absolutely.
They are vegan like you, they are fasting every week like you,
everything we do here, we do there also.
We actually have a restaurant called Soul Vegetarian, and we have agriculture
in Kenya
that feeds the restaurant.
In Nairobi, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's where you're going next.
Definitely. You read my thought. So where we are going now?
We're going to the Divine Ministry of Information to meet the ministry.
So that is the shelter. Last time I see also the shelter. Yeah, today we are going deeper, right, to your community.
Yeah.
You're going to show me the life.
We want to show you some of the institutions of the community, because what we did, we are a fully self-sufficient community, and a lot of what we have managed to build here is by donations, by people assisting us from the outside as well. So one of the things that I want to show you is the house of life, where
women give birth, right?
Where women give birth, approximately
they don't go to hospital.
If there are no reasons or complications to go out to the hospital, we have natural birthing center where more than 1,000 children.
No epidural.
No epidural. Natural birth, more than 1,000 children. And as a matter of fact, that's very good, because it we also have one of the lowest, if not the lowest, mortality rates for women birthing children. When you look in the world today, you see, you know, so many complications and issues and problems in the hospital, but we don't experience that here. So these are one of the institutions that I think are very important for us to continue to sustain, and that sustenance come from the assistance of people from the outside.
So please, can you provide me a link or something that if my people all around the world want to support this beautiful community, can you provide me link or something we can support you guys?
Immediately.
Excited to be here. That is such a unique community. They are vegan, fasting every week. I'm so curious about the knowledge. Oh, shalom. Shalom.
So who we have here?
Oh, wow.
Coco, welcome again to the village. This is
Nice meeting you.
Minister of Information and the national spokesperson for the community, SAR, or Minister Amadiel.
Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Can I hold your hand? It's okay? Oh, thank you. Nice meeting you. I'm so excited to be
Good
here.
to see you again. I saw you on the posting you had
On the
earlier. I
YouTube.
don't think I was here at that time yet.
Yeah, I never saw you.
Yeah.
So just good reminder to you, we already had one vlog here, amazing one. You take me deep to your beautiful community. So I will keep link in the description, and now we are in the second part. Let's go deeper.
Would you like to sit down?
Yeah, thank you. Amadiel. So his name is Amadiel, right?
Yeah.
And I just want to stop 1 second to tell you guys, for me, it's such a unique name. Because it's similar to Israel name, like for example, last time Lital is an Israel name,
Yalital.
but here her name is Yalital, and for me it's so unique because she have like Yud and A, which in Hebrew it's mean it's the letter of God. Is so powerful. So the day God will bless me and bring me some baby, I'm going to call my baby Yalital.
Oh, beautiful.
For sure. The day God will bless me. Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
Nice meeting you. Can I come closer? It's okay?
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. Finally.
Likewise.
My pleasure.
Likewise. So my task in the community, and people call me SAR, which is actually the title.
Okay.
And you're familiar with SAR, Minister.
Okay.
So my portfolio in the community is information. And basically that means I collect, analyze, disseminate information about us, about the world. And I interface with media. I interface with anthropologists who come to study us and inquire. And literally, SAR Haspara, and you know Haspara. And literally it's from the root to give an explanation. So any questions that you have, you're welcome to. You know, none are out of bounds.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. You guys have a American passport.
I do.
No, but not
And
all of you.
many of it, I would venture to say maybe 90% of us do, if not more.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you holding like Israeli one and American one. And last time I've been here, you say something very interesting. You say that if you decide to go to the army, Israel force you to give up on the American one. Something like that.
It's not that if we decide to go to the army.
Okay.
Because for us, it's an obligation to go and to serve our country. But it's for those people, those families who wanted to receive Israeli citizenship. They would have to give up on their American citizenship in the past in order to be able to receive the Israeli citizenship. But for those people who actually serve in the army, their families don't have to give up the American citizenship. So now, because of the decision in 2014 with Gideon Saar, he decided that we could maintain also the American citizenship as well. But that's only for the people who serve in the army. So you have other people who,
it's complicated. Lots of different variations on this.
But it's a choice for you guys to serve in the army. For example, for me, it's not a choice. I will go to the jail. It's a choice for you, or like
he was there when he made this. I just have to go.
It's a choice.
Okay.
But it's one that thus far we've been 100% in enlistment. You have 100% enlistment rate following exiting the high school.
Okay. Yalita! This is the girl I talk about. I'm going to call my baby on your name. Yalita.
We don't have 100% because daughters like this didn't have status, so she was not allowed to enlist. But I'm pretty certain that you would have wanted to. All your peer.
To serve?
All your peer served.
Oh.
And it's complicated, but let me first give all praises and honor to the Holy One of Israel, to Yah, and to His anointed. I greet you, shalom, and welcome again.
Shalom. Thank you.
I don't have Israeli citizenship.
Okay.
I have permanent residency.
Okay.
And I was able to obtain it through one of my daughters,
Okay.
who had served. And I have applied for my citizenship, but it has been postponed. It's been drug out. And it's important for us to maintain the American passport simply because it allows us freedom of movement. That if with an Israeli passport, it would be difficult to move around like we do. And the freedom of movement is essential to our prophetic mission. Our prophetic mission is to be a light unto the nations. If you look at my card, I'm advisor to Southern Eden, to South Africa, Zambia, Congo. I have a daughter married with children in Ghana. I'm attending conferences. I got one coming up in Uganda. I go to the States and attend conferences there from time to time.
Really, you need your
We need that movement, and that would be a burden, a huge burden, if we had just the Israeli.
Just the Israeli one.
So it's important, and we thank now Foreign Minister Gideon Sar for having the foresight and understanding to leave us that kind of liberty. Well, there's so much here. There's nothing more complicated, I don't think, than trying to articulate Israel's position in the world. And for us, it's even more difficult because of our unique heritage and position here.
Okay. I have
But we manage it. We
Cool.
manage.
I have another question, if it's okay. So I just follow last week after a beautiful Israelite girl, and I saw she was writing on her story that Israelites don't have religion, okay? And she by herself, after many years that she thinking about that, she decided to convert to Islam. So it was very new for me because I didn't know you guys don't have religion, or maybe it's not true. Please, can you tell me about that?
We don't ascribe to any religion. We actually think that religion is the big problem on the planet. And when you begin to talk about God, when you use that language, when you say that you adhere to biblical standards and laws and what have you, and that this is part of your ancestry, the average global mind will immediately revert to, oh, this is some religion. And we're saying that no, this is a lifestyle, this is a way of life, it's a 24/7 relationship. Religions allow you to worship one day a week, and those days vary according to what denomination or what branch of religion it is. So we would say that religion is really the cause of most of the confusion on the planet. And so we're not religious. We are Sabbath observant.
So if someone asks
it's
you
a
what
day
is your
of rest.
religion?
It's not a day of worship. If someone asked us what is our religion,
what would be your answer?
we don't practice a religion.
Okay.
We're not Jewish. We're not adherents to the religious tenets of Judaism. We are Judeans.
Wow.
In two ways. One, we're in southern Judea, in the region of southern Judea here in this land. That makes us Judeans in that context. But we're also Judeans in the sense that we identify as being from the tribe of Judah. Okay, that's our tribal affiliation. And when you talk about Hebrews, when you talk about Israelites, when you talk about Judeans, each of those have a prophetic mandate and purpose and mission that they are to fulfill.
Okay.
Through Abraham's seed, all the nations of the earth were to be blessed. Through the Israelite connection, we were to be a light unto the nations. And through Judah, we were to be those who would bring the messianic seed into existence. That was that conduit to bring that messianic presence back to the planet or on the planet and maintain that. And it also says that Judah would have his hand at the neck of the enemy. And so how do we interpret these things? Blessings. I think you've had enough interaction to know that there's a real sense of peace And someone just said that from watching. He just sent me a message this morning, who just looked at a couple of videos that I sent him, and he can see the difference in our lifestyle versus what he's witnessing in Chicago, for example. You know, and so there's a formula that allowed us to achieve that. It didn't just fall out of the sky, and that formula is our relationship with the Creator. Remember that the whole reason for the galut, for the exile, was that there were some things we were doing that got us kicked out of this land. And so in restoring that relationship, the promise was, you know, I will return to you as well. You know, so we return to Yah, Yah returns back to us. And there's a protective force and energy that goes
God,
with that.
Right?
Yes.
Just if you don't know, like her name, Yalital.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And obviously that's a huge difference between us and our Jewish family here, in that they don't like to say the name. But as we interpret it, we were told to extol the name, to exclaim, to proclaim the name and lift it up and shout it. You know, hallelujah, praise to Yah. So for us, that's one of the divergences. And there are many divergences between us and the religious teachings. But I want to get back to that those missions. Blessings, being a light, and being that conduit for messianic ideas. And so the light, of course, Bibi Netanyahu interprets the light as military prowess, technology, startups, finances, etc. All that has a place in a nation, but there's something unique and distinguishable for Israel that we are supposed to be different. And that light has to be a moral light. It has to be a spiritual light. It has to be a tangible 24/7 way of living that people will say, that makes sense. It's nothing spooky. It actually must make sense in our diet, in our teachings with the children, in our relationships, all of those things. By now you should know that we don't like our daughters to fall in love with brothers. We don't want to fall in love. And that's, you know, we want to rise in love. Now that may seem just a matter of semantics.
That is nice. That is sweet. You don't want to fall in love. You want to rise in love. I love it.
The impact is sweet.
I will take it.
Because when you fall, you're going down. And when you fall, you can hurt yourself.
You changed my life now with this. I'm telling you.
And these are just simple things in our daily life. We don't want to do it to death. I don't want anybody to love me to death. Love me to life, please.
Just you take me to this topic. What do you think about a mixed couple? For example, if I will come here and I will rise with love with some Israelite guy here, so you will accept it? You as community, you will accept mixing couple here? It will not destroy your community or something? What do you think personally about it?
It's already happened. I have a personal testimony. One of my daughters is married to a white fella. And when she came and mentioned it to me and brought it to me, I have to be honest, I was a bit surprised. This was way back in 1986, I believe. I was a bit surprised, but then I thought about it. I said, but that's how she's been taught, that we don't distinguish this. You know, when you talk about, let's go back to that heritage again.
But I'm not talking about color. I'm talking about me as a Jewish.
Outside the community.
Yeah.
Well, all that's part of it. It's culture. And there's a culture that she's been raised, or we've been raised and taught. We don't smoke. We don't consume flesh. Well, just think if a daughter begins to pursue a brother who's and from wherever culture, and he eats meat, that's a problem. If he smokes, that's a problem. And even within the community, if she likes to go bowling and he likes to go to movies and they don't like the other activity, but when they're pursuing, he's taking her to the movies or taking her bowling because he knows she likes it, but he really doesn't like it. We want her to know that he really doesn't like that. Will he continue to do that to continue to?
But let's say he stops smoking for Yalita, he become to be vegan, you will accept him?
Yes, but he should stop smoking because it's the right thing to do.
Let's say you will do it, still he will be...
we don't want him to feel like he was forced into that. He needs to do it. And in the scriptures it says, first seek ye the kingdom and his righteousness, Yah's righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you. So the priority needs to be building that relationship with the Creator. Then the relationship will will organically come together.
So real good.
So it's not like African clothes. It's different, you know? It's different color.
The
material?
No, the material is
The material is the same, but it's not like African clothes.
It's like our own style. Like
Your
we
own style,
designed it
exactly.
ourselves.
Yes.
But
Definitely.
it has African, symbolism.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
We were talking about some of the things, some of the things that are very unique to the community, and I think
Like
the health aspect. And for us, health is not just the things that you eat. It's an entire
The digestion.
not only just it's a way of life for us, right? It's the things that we think, the way that we dress, the way that we operate. All of these things are part and parcel of that health aspect. And so when we say health, for example, why do we wear cotton garments, right? To allow our bodies to be able to breathe, right? We think healthy thoughts because we know that those healthy thoughts have an effect on your body as well. Why do we eat healthy foods? Because we understand that our system needs to be able to regenerate itself. So all of these things are part and parcel of what we do. And when you look around here, some of the foods
You
we
can
grow.
look into all of the gardens here. Herb gardens. We have gardens where we grow organic foods and everything.
But can I ask you, like, you use, if you use deodorant, you use natural deodorant? Like, you don't use chemical?
So we try to be as natural as possible.
Okay.
Because we understand the health benefits of being natural and the detriments of chemicals. So, sometimes people will make their own deodorant or will buy deodorant that is natural or things like that. Or like aluminum free.
Aluminum free, exactly.
He was just going to tell a little bit about some of the work that we've done internationally in the health field. So.
Okay.
And we're standing in front of one of the many gardens in the community. This happens to be one that I actually take care of, and we're at a real sensitive time because the seeds have to stay moist. So this heat, you have to make sure that it germinates. But one of the things that we one of the great blessings we've accomplished here, or been blessed with, is that of our health, of preventive health, and learning how not to get sick, literally. And in the beginning, because we didn't have status those first 25 years, we literally had to practice a lifestyle that prevented us from getting sick. We couldn't afford to get sick.
So everything is organic. You never add chemical.
We try not to. We do the best we can in shopping for produce that is organic, and then we try to grow as much as we can. And then, of course, in any growing.
But this is enough for all the community, like.
No. This is, like I said, this is just one of many gardens. We have different gardens, plots. People may have one in the small size we're standing in now. To this is one of the larger ones, and we also have a project out at the outskirts of the city that's 15-20 times this size.
Oh wow, and it belongs to the community, the Israelite community.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but what the lifestyle we practiced, the Minister of Health of Ghana, he realized that what we were doing was we were on to something, as he said. This is the former Minister of Health in Ghana. Back in 2010, he came to visit us.
Here in Israel?
He came to visit, yep.
Wow.
And he realized that he needed to practice the things that we were, that he couldn't afford to build a new hospital, maybe one, and then he had the equipment. He trains nurses and doctors, and they end up in London and New York. The people would be dependent on medicines and pharmaceuticals that are chemicals and dangerous. So what he did, he said, that would make sense if I can teach my people the principles of prevention. It would be better than the curative.
Exactly.
Not to put them out of a job, but to actually, enhance their service.
And he was able to transfer all the info that he have in that.
He brought us he brought us to Ghana. We set up seminars. We traveled all over the country working with the local practitioners in the hospitals, in the clinics, in the school systems, even the women who prepared the meals for the children, the food stands, a lot of street food vendors. They had to come and learn these things. The media, there were dramatic presentations that the local drama clubs put on. So the queen mothers, the chiefs, because you have the traditional systems in many African countries. And so we sensitized all them to this idea. And it made sense to them. And so we had keep fit walks, We had seminars, we had a presentation, and it took off. We planted the seed, and we're happy to say that the rest of Africa has realized what Ghana did is a model. And it came from here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That is
Coco,
nice.
we talking about health. This
Okay.
is the minister of health, right?
Oh,
we have
nice
ministries,
meeting
we
you.
have institutions,
Okay.
and we have people who are representatives of each of these ministries. So this is the minister of health.
Nice meeting you.
Dr.
My
Rafael
name is,
Joshua.
my personal one is Hannah. My social media is Coco.
Coco,
See you,
nice to
see you.
meet you. My name is Rafael Joshua.
Rafa Yeshua.
Rafael Joshua.
That is one name or two names? Because I can
No,
recognize.
Rofe. Doctor.
Title.
It's
So?
a title. Dr. Rofe.
Ah,
Rofe.
doctor.
Yeah.
Sorry, I heard Rafael and Yeshua. I heard two names.
Okay, well,
I
that's
heard
good.
two
Also.
names.
That's
Okay.
a good connection there.
That is good connection,
That's a good
definitely.
connection, right.
Definitely.
Yeah,
That is
Raphael, you know,
Raphael,
healing.
yes,
Raphael,
healing.
healing angel.
Refa in Hebrew is like heal.
Right.
So that
so-
is the man.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
I currently sit as the Minister of Divine Health
Mhm.
in the village here, in the African Hebrew Israelite village here in Dimona. And our objective is to ensure that we are remaining aligned with our purpose, which is to achieve perfect health and eventually physical immortality, meaning that we will stay on this planet forever. So that being the case, that we have constructed a lifestyle that supports that. And this is what we want to show you today while you're here.
Wow, thank
with
you.
us.
If I
Thank
can
you, let me
interject,
in.
one of the ways we ensure that he does his job
Uh-huh.
is we don't pay him.
Wait.
Because when doctors, let's be real, let's be honest, it's a huge business.
It's true.
And we
Wow.
don't want him to rely on our being
Wow.
sick. So that ensures.
Wow.
Now, there are other things he
It's
can
so
do. to
unique.
gen-
I never heard something like that.
I mean,
It's so
but
unique.
it's a reality. We
Wow.
want him to grow food. We want him to do other things rather than to tend to sick and dying people.
Wow.
So he has an incentive to do what he's tasked to do.
You live here, by the way,
Yes,
in
I do.
this community.
Yes, I do.
Like, because there is some Israelite people that live in the center of Israel, which is Tel Aviv, the place I'm coming from.
Right.
So yes, right. You guys sometimes not only staying here.
No, we have
right.
people that live in Mitzpeh Ramon,
Okay.
Arad,
Okay.
Tiberia,
Okay.
some in Tel Aviv. So we're all over, but this is the central area. This is our hub here.
This
So-
is the heart.
Yes, this is the heart.
This is the heart of everything.
This is the heart of everything.
That is
Yes.
nice. I'm so excited to be here.
Yes, so
Coco,
we're so happy to have you.
What I want you to ask the doctor about health, right? What does perfect health mean? Because if we focusing on perfect health, we want to be able to also provide that model for other people, because when you look at the world today, you see that sickness and diseases are running rampant. And one thing that we did, and I want him to speak about that, we had a group of doctors come up to Israel to visit the community and to assess the lifestyle and the health practices.
Serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
and I want, and he'll tell you better about, you know, what did they find after coming up and assessing, you know, our health. So
Right.
that's it.
Of course, I would like to hear. I know about the community that you have a lot of healing process, a lot of things, a lot of info that I don't know. Usually people don't know, so of course that's why I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. So yes, back in 1998, we had Vanderbilt University and Meharry University out of Tennessee. They came here and they did a study. They did a study with biomarkers to see exactly what was the benefit of us having this healthy lifestyle that we had been promoting for years, for about 30 years, in fact. So they did the basic studies of checking your heart rate, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when they did the parameters and checked everything, they based their understanding on that. We came from a pool, the African American pool. We came from a pool that they said we were genetically predisposed to, like renal disease, kidney failure, heart disease, liver problems, et cetera, et cetera. These were like our genetic predispositions. They didn't connect it up to a lifestyle, the lifestyle that we were given. They didn't connect it up to the
food.
diet, the food, but they said that we were genetically predisposed to that. But when they came and did a test on us, they found that that was not true, that we had reversed those changes. And in fact, these were like some of the earliest studies on a people of epigenetics, where they found that because of our lifestyle, that we were taken out of that Western American standard diet, the lifestyle of stress, et cetera, that we had actually changed our genetic expression. And so we didn't have the chronic ailments that our people that we left in America had and was experiencing daily, that they still experience now. So we understood then that we were on the right path of putting ourselves in a protected spiritual environment, biological environment, where we can focus on our health. So when he mentions about perfect health, when we speak of perfect health, what we're talking about is living in a state of existence where you're seeing a perpetuation of a healthy expression of your life, and you don't experience these chronic diseases that we were once subjected to.
Can you give me one popular tip that you guys, the Hebrew Israelite, use daily or weekly? Can you give me one something that you...
He can give you more than one.
Right.
I would like to hear, definitely. But the popular one, give me the popular one.
Well, we have our high, holy, and sacred diet that includes 7 major supplements that is part of the daily regimen. We're talking about kelp, we're talking about wheat germ, we're talking about fenugreek, we're talking about molasses, blackstrap molasses, we're talking about sesame seeds, we're talking about parsley. We're talking about these things that we take daily to help fortify our immune system.
Petrosil, like petrosia? Wow. Okay.
Right.
Wow.
So this is one example. These are our
daily
dietary supplements.
Women and men.
Right.
Children.
Children. Yes, and it's even for our expecting mothers. They're on a particular diet, and when the children are of young age, very young, then we have the same dietary nutritional standards, but just at a dosage for them.
But can I ask, like, you make it in a smoothie, in shake, you crushed it, you eat it, how you eat it? Like, I want to know. I want to understand. Like, you take the how to say petrosia?
Parsley.
For me, I say petrosia. This word in English very difficult for me.
Petrosia, yes.
Petrosia. So you take the petrosil and what do you do?
For example, we
because
eat it with
children cannot eat it like that, right?
Well, no, the children. Some of our children at a certain age, when they start to chew, we can give it to them.
Yes, just to chew it like seriously.
Yeah, because what this does though is it trains the body at a young age not to like sweets, but to appreciate the natural environment that these plants grow in.
And the parasite living in the body, they need this sugar.
Right, and this is what we call, this is a part of our program that we call health literacy.
Wow.
Health literacy. See, our health literacy starts at infant ages and young ages when the child are able to go out in school, out of the yard. For example, health literacy. Say you have a 3-year-old and 4-year-old, and they go out and play, right? Throughout the day, the mother, the father, when they come in to the house, they'll say, how much water have you had to drink? You know, have you had to drink water today? What this does is it puts on the consciousness that water must be important. I need to drink water, not soda, not sweet juices, but water. This is part of the health literacy because we understand that dehydration is a major cause of biological problems. So this is part of the program. So when we say that our children would eat parsley, that's part of them training them not to have sugary foods and sweet foods all the time.
And that is your supermarket?
Yes, this is our nation store with our home.
Last time you didn't bring me here.
Because last time,
wow,
we can't
that
give
is
you
my
everything all
highlight.
at one time.
Right.
I had to wait until I had the people in place, my big brother, the doctor who's over the Ministry of Health, so that he can be able to tell you about these things.
Just one question. People from outside that don't live in this community, the people that live here, 5 minutes from here, they will be able to enter here and buy from you guys?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah?
Right.
What I want to show you 2 things, Coco. See, one thing about our diet is that they made you think that if you don't eat meat and eggs and dairy and fish and chicken and all those other, then they ask you, so what do you eat? Well, as a matter of fact, because we have been developing a vegan diet, because we're still in the process, but for 50 years we managed to actually perfect the alternatives for all of those things, right? We have, but the ultimate is not just to provide an alternative, but to provide something that'll be more healthy for the body. But in the meantime, in between time, we have all these products that are alternative products for meat and for fish and for eggs and for dairy, and they taste good. And they have good
Personally, I know
textures.
these products, so I can tell it tastes good.
So, you know, barbecue,
definitely.
Mexican, and shawarma, and
I have another question.
and
Wow.
schnitzels, all of these things. Yeah, what's
Wow. I have another question.
Yes.
So I know that people, for me, it's the bullshit of the modernization. When people taking a lot of protein, like 120 grams in a day protein. For me, I believe that human beings don't need to take like 100 and 200 protein, shake protein. What do you guys think about it? If you are going to the gym, you will add your shake, your powder shake, protein powder shake. You will do it for yourself?
No, that's not our standard regimen. And why is because there has been a gross misunderstanding of protein requirements for the body. Okay, at a certain age of development, from young youth, children growing up into the young teenagers, they need a certain amount of protein because they're growing, their body is developing. But when you get an age of maturity and you're not growing in those ages, in those stages, you don't need that amount of protein. You don't need that amount of protein.
Exactly my opinion.
And they say that you can't get protein from vegetables and fruit. But that is not true.
That is not true.
That is not true. Protein is the basic ingredient in all of these foods with the cellulose and etc. Because what happens in the body, this is another misunderstanding of biology, especially when it comes to our soul, our bodies and our souls, right? They say you have to eat protein in order to get protein. With that same reasoning, you would need to drink blood to get more blood in your body. But that's not how the body operates. What it does is it breaks down the food that you consume into the amino acid pool. And the body, with the infinite wisdom that's in the body, it will take from that amino acid pool and rebuild the protein as needed, just like your body rebuilds the blood as needed. So it's just a misconception of what is really needed for health in the body, and that's why the fruits and vegetables, that paradigm of the vegan lifestyle, can give you all the protein that you need.
That is interesting.
Yes.
Thank you, man. So guys, I want to take you for a small tour here in supermarket, because for me it's very interesting to see how they live. Look at that. Can I touch? Look at that. This is organic. This is from your farm, guys?
Right, yeah. From our farm.
Serious? I want to show you like small tour from this unique community. I want to check
Everything is fully organic.
That is good. I want to check the price, guys, because Israel, if you don't know, yesterday I go to buy a pineapple and they want like 60 shekel on pineapple, which is like $15 for one pineapple. So I want to know if the price here in your community is the same like in the center of Israel. Let's just check it. Like for example, this one.
The prices won't.
This one, how much?
I don't know. I don't know the prices.
Yeah, let's go to check. I want to compare. How are you?
I'm doing
nice
fine.
meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just curious about the price, please.
10 shekels.
That is nice.
I mean, yeah.
That is nice. Definitely.
We need to bring everybody down here to shop at our store.
Listen, my Israeli guys, come to shop here. Definitely.
Everybody
You're supposed to shop here.
Definitely. Everything is organic. Everything is organic. Everything is a good price.
That is good.
Everything is dependable.
I'm actually going to buy it. 1 second. I will take the coconut. 1 second. So after I check the price, I can tell that it's definitely much more cheaper from center of Tel Aviv or the center of Israel. And look at that, everything is organic. I wish I had such a supermarket close to my house like that. This is very expensive in Israel. I'm very curious about the price.
Well, good question.
This is like 30 shekel for kilo. Let's see. How much is for kilo? 12. And this is like 30. This is the place, guys. Come support the guy here. I'm telling you. Wow, look at that. איך אומרים התססה באנגלית?
Fermented.
Fermented.
This is sauerkraut. We have kimchi.
Wow.
You have yogurt. This is vegan yogurt. Sugarless. What, I forgot
Kombucha?
What this is.
Kombucha. Kombucha. Beer. So they have kombucha.
Wow.
All this is for your microbiome.
Yes, I really want to buy everything. Guys, I'm not focused on the vlog because I feel like I want to buy everything. Sorry, I cannot vlog right now.
We won't be mad if you want to buy everything. We'll just restock later and
So guys, I told you I'm confused. I stopped the vlog, I stopped everything, and I just make some shopping for myself. Not every day you are here. Look at that. Oil, coconut. That is the Israelite food. I'm so excited to be here. Look at that. I'm so happy to be here just because that, I swear.
Well, I'm happy to have you back here.
Here, after the shopping, look at that. What is that?
So this is what we call the hole. You see the top here, hole. And what this really basically does is
The hole?
the hole. And this gives a whole overview, if you will, of the different ministries that we have in our kingdom, our community here, and what we do. For example, you have priesthood, you have the ministry of abundance. Instead of economics, we call it the ministry of divine abundance and wellness. We have the ministry of agriculture, building and maintenance, and we just go down the list. And so you can see, like for agriculture here, these are the programs that we have in process. community agricultural project, which you just had a blessing to see what we have producing there. You know, we have Plants of Renown. Plants of Renown.
Super green mix.
Super green mix. So these are just things that we have in according to our different areas. So when you see health and fitness here, you see these are some of the programs we have in process. We advise the saints on all health related issues. So basically we have a medical staff here, okay, under the Ministry of Divine Health. And our objective is to make sure the saints remain aligned with what we are doing, with our lifestyle, the foods that we eat, and then we may advise them on how to move forward on different challenges that they may have. We provide medical care for those who may have challenges. We keep the saints updated to our to where we are moving in our regenerative health care. For example, we have 4 weeks out of the year that we have sugarless weeks. Sugarless. We have a period of time that we call sugarless weeks. Let me say it like that. So 4 times a year for a whole week, we don't eat any products with sugar in them.
Okay.
Okay, and processed sugar.
How you choose the time? Like every 4 months, let's say?
Every change of seasons. During the change of the major seasons, like during the, we just had one a few weeks ago when we were leaving winter season going into spring.
But natural sugar, like this coconut that I drink right now, there is like natural sugar, it's okay.
That's okay. We're talking about added processed sugar. So during sugarless week, we'll eat only, we'll use only maple syrup. We'll use only date syrup and a particular brand of stevia, and we stay in that category. And what that does is that helps the body then normalize itself from the other weeks of having a lot of sugar products in the system, because we know sugar is not something you want to eat every day.
My dad lose his life because of sugar problem.
Right.
First it go to the leg, right? Yeah, first the sugar hurt the leg. With the hair, after 20-30 years, it's first head to the leg.
Yeah.
So that's sugarless week.
Then we have we have Live Week.
Right.
That follows right.
Live Week?
Live Foods Week. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Live Foods Week, and this is the week that follows Sugarless Week, 4 times a year. And during that week, then we eat all foods that have not been cooked.
Okay, like raw.
Raw foods
Okay.
week. Right.
That is so interesting.
Right, because we understand that at certain points in our growth and development, we're going to have to incorporate more and more fresh fruit from the trees, fresh vegetables from the earth that haven't been processed or changed by heat. So these are just some of the things that are on our regenerative program in moving forward. For example, other cycles that we go by here, right? We have 3 days out of the week that are no salt days. Okay, no salt. So we don't add salt.
This is every week or season?
Every week.
Okay.
Every week we have no salt days.
Every week?
Every week.
Can you tell me the day? Can you tell me the day?
Down the consumption of salt by 50%.
Right. Yom Rishon,
like Sunday?
Yom Shlishi, and Yom Chamishi.
No salt at all.
No salt.
Like even if I go to the restaurant here, they will not add salt.
At this particular time, you can request food with no salt on it, because sometimes you have guests come in who might want to have the salt. So at this time, you would just say, give me the foods with no salt in it.
I got you. Yeah. So 3 days in a week no salt, 1 day in a week are you fasting?
Yes, and that's on the Shabbat.
What time until what time? Like you wake up in the morning and then what?
And that's a great question, because you know, in today's literature, in the health trend is intermittent fasting. You know, that's a big topic now. Well, the creator of the heavens and earth had this idea of fasting way before intermittent fasting became a thing. And this was in the biblical understanding when it said on the 6 days that he worked, and on the 7th day it said that the creator rested.
Yes.
Well, we know the Hebrew word, it came from lishbot, to cease.
Exactly, like we Jewish, we are resting on Saturday because we believe that God create the world in the 6th day, and the 7th day rest. So you guys fasting on Saturday.
So we fast because not only are we supposed to rest our full body, but we're supposed to rest our internal mechanisms. See, we understand that our digestive system is like a rubber band. You stretch the rubber band a little bit, but at a certain point of contention, if you let it go, it'll come back to its original shape. But if you go past a certain point of contention, it will stretch out of shape. So if you're eating every day, and you don't get a chance for the body to go back, then you're stretching your digestive tract beyond its original calibration, if you will. So fasting allows us to get that rest in internally, where all the souls can start to detoxify.
No water? Oh, you drink water.
During a warmer climate, warmer times of the year, the summer, then we're allowed to
Like
drink.
now?
Right. Now we're entering into the phase where we can start drinking a little bit.
Okay.
During the winter time, then it's no drinking.
And
it's
it's
fast.
all the day or until like 10 o'clock in the evening?
As the weather gets a little warmer, we start off from like 10 o'clock in the morning to 2.
So you can eat before 10?
Oh, you mean eating? I thought you meant drinking.
Ah,
No,
okay.
no, we stop
Sorry,
eating
I
with
got you.
sundown. Shkiat HaShemesh, when the sun goes down on the Yom Shishi, no eating until Motzei Shabbat.
Wow.
Right.
I believe. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Nice meeting you.
You met me yet? You haven't met me yet.
I never met you, but now I met you. Nice meeting you. How are you? Let's do hug. Let's do hug. Let's do hug. Is the best.
That's the best.
Yes, thank you. Can I put it in the freezer? My shopping, I come to vlog, I end up with shopping.
and blogging
Yeah.
and getting all this information.
Yeah.
Coco, the last time you came, we showed you the community.
Yeah.
We showed you some of the institutions.
Mm-hmm.
But this time we're focusing not only on the community and the institutions, but on the ideas behind everything that we do and the rationale behind it as well. And so when all of the people are now seeing and hearing these things, now it'll make more sense why we have to invest so much internally into the community so that these things could become part of our lifestyle, and that we can be able to take these and use them as a model for other people who would like to live, a more health literate life. And so, you heard from the doctor about, all the things that he
amazing
shared.
doctor.
And I also want you to hear from Ima Atra Aidalia, who's also in the
What is
health
in the name
ministry.
again?
Atura means crowned.
Okay.
Right, so there are levels of leadership in the community, and
Wow.
those levels of leadership are determined by the service, by the servitude.
Wow.
And so she is at the highest level of leadership in the
My pleasure, wow.
the sisterhood, right? So, and she's also a.
Can I talk about myself?
Yeah. when I turn it over to you, I ain't talking no more. When I turn it over to the doctor, I'm finished. And then,
This is my colleague as well, so.
Okay, nice meeting you.
Also, I
So,
love you.
so the last thing I gotta say about her is that we love her so much. She's always there, whatever it is that we need, and we appreciate her. Now you can talk about yourself.
Beautiful energy. Okay, nice meeting you.
Hallelujah.
I feel your energy. I like your energy.
You like it, I love yours too.
Thank you.
So I'm Atara Rofa Aidalia, which is, as he explained, Crown Doctor Aidalia. My name is Aidalia, which means I shall testify of God. I shall testify of Yah. So I try and do that in everything I do. So that's why I love my people. Where you are right now is our Beit Chaim, or our House of Life.
Oh, that is what we talk earlier.
Yeah.
So you are here.
The life started here.
Yeah.
Everything started here.
Life
Wow.
starts here.
So if I'm not belong to your community, guys, and I want to give birth here, if God bless me, I will call him Yalital. I will call my baby Yalital. Then you guys will accept someone from outside to do it here?
Okay, so at this time, that is in the making of us being able to accept those outside of the community for birth purposes. But we provide doula services to everyone and anyone. And as well, in the very near future, you would be able to come to the House of Life and rest after your baby, as they have some of the hospitals in the central region that have like Baby Liz, those different types of centers where you come after you have the baby to rest, to get to know your baby get to know you. So
No separation between the baby and mama?
But we're going to go inside a little bit and then walk you through and then answer some more
That
of your
is
questions.
amazing. Of course, just want to remind you, if you guys want to support this amazing community that continue to live in that amazing way and spread this story, so I will keep linking the description. Right, Ashrel?
Yes.
Ashrel will send me link.
Yeah.
Right, and we will do it. Love it's free, and money is energy. Everything is a circle. So let's support others. Yeah.
So as well, I did mention I am one of the doctors of the community, but I'm also the head midwife.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's
Nice.
go
Nice
into the
meeting you.
House of Life.
She didn't tell you she saw somebody else e-shop.
You have mezuzah. That is a Jewish thing. You use mezuzah in every house.
We don't necessarily call it a mezuzah.
Okay. I will
but
just take a look again. Okay, it's different. We have different letters.
Yeah, but it's the same concept. It's the same idea. But we
And you
did
kiss
put
it when
these
you
up.
enter?
No, but we did put these up here so that it could be an indication, because we just came out of Passover, right? And we were directed by God back in the day of our fathers to put something. It was blood then to put on the doorpost so that it could be recognized that a living soul is actually existing here.
Oh, you
And
have,
so,
you have two
we
sides.
have 3.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's different. We used to the right side. We put only one, but it's so interesting. Wow, I love it.
So all of our institutions in home have those on the
Okay.
4 corners. So you have entered into the house of life. Of course, this is our spiritual leader, Ben-Ami. So as you enter, you receive the blessings from the very beginning.
Just remind to the guys here, this is the guy that in the start of the video, right? We show them. This is
This is the visionary and the leader of our community. Yes.
What we showed them in the start of the video.
What we showed them at the beginning. Right.
Exactly.
Okay, and so this is the house of life. This is a picture we keep here so that everyone knows that vegan babies are nice and fat and
Sweet, definitely.
Yes.
I want to crush you. So sweet.
So as we're moving through, this
Wow. So
you can come on in.
yeah. Can I open the light?
It
it's
is.
already
You
open.
just have to get adjusted.
Yes. Okay.
So here in the house of life, and I'll explain a little bit while we're in this room. Here in the house
Yeah.
of life, our mothers come. Okay, our mothers come once we know they're in conception. They inform us, the midwives, and we walk them through the entire process of birth, from start to finish. So as midwives, we don't just receive the sisters at birth, and we don't know them, and they don't know us. We begin from the beginning.
What do you mean beginning? The moment the water goes up?
No,
So what do you mean beginning?
from the moment they know they're in conception. And actually before, because I know Yalital. So when Yalital gets to that point in her life that she's ready to have her baby, after she gets married and goes through all of that, then she would inform, if she's ready, we would start her with her preparation diet as well. We already have a special vegan diet, but then she would begin a special preparatory diet once she becomes...
So different diet when she will get pregnant.
Not totally, but there's different additions. Boosting, yes. Once she's in conception, and she follows the nursing and expecting mother's diet that we have, and I'll show that to you, and you can take a picture of it. And then we walk her through the entire pregnancy. We deliver the baby, and we walk her through life after, because it never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends. And
especially in the first one.
This is one of our mantras. A mother holds her child's hand for just a short time, but holds their heart forever.
Wow. So here actually they give birth here?
No,
This
I'll
one?
show you.
Okay.
This,
Okay.
actually, I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
But they let us know, then we prepare her. She can decide how she wants to have her baby. We've had water births.
And the husband? Stay in the room?
He can be there as well.
And if the woman don't want he will be there, it's her choice?
It's her choice.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So after the birth, I'll show you the birthing room in 1 second. It's a complete area. We have the bathtub. She can labor in the bathtub, and it's here for her. This is another one of the rooms.
Okay.
For the mothers.
And mother, how old is the same? It's the same one.
The same one.
It's so nice. And even she have AC, everything,
AC,
5-star. Everything.
And
sometimes it's happened to you that 3 women in the same time come.
Oh, it has been.
Yeah?
It has
but it's
been.
rare too. It's rare.
Yeah, we can do it. Okay?
Okay, now is the real deal. I just closed the light because the fluorescent not go well with the camera, but I hope guys you can see what's going on here.
I hope so too. So here is our birthing room. And of course this is an adjustable birthing bed, but our mothers don't necessarily have to birth on the bed. They can squat, they can dance.
What do you mean? Here out from bed?
Yeah.
Wow. What about pool?
We have a birthing pool that we bring in here or in one of the other rooms.
Wow. By the way, if the light is too strong in your eyes, let me know.
No, it's not. It's down.
I'm trying
to
put it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. So like I said, once the mother's in conception and we know and she's ready to have her baby, she'll let us know and we come here. Okay. With the birthing process, we have a team of 3 midwives who also double as doulas.
Just women.
Yeah,
only women.
It's the women. The only male that's allowed in the room is her husband. Okay, and other than that, there are no males allowed in the room. But we do have one of our kohanim or priests that will be outside in the hallway, and as the baby is being born, then he will read scriptures. So that's the first thing the baby hears as the baby comes into the new environment, into its new world. And so our mothers are here. It looks like this now, but it can be transformed into something a little more to her liking. She can have music, soft lights, bright lights. She can we can put up bod. We can fix it up.
Your experience,
candles.
From your experience, most of the women choose the bed, most of the women choose freestyle. Well, from your experience?
Every birth is different, and I can't say that because everyone is very different. I will have sisters that will walk around and then squat. I've delivered babies in a squat position. I've delivered babies up here. I've delivered babies standing. I've delivered babies in the back of a car. I've delivered babies. So I even delivered a baby not too long ago in the ambulance. And so,
wow, that is so nice.
It's amazing.
That is my dream.
I love my job.
Definitely, and that is my dream. I want to find myself in nature.
Yeah.
And do it.
Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah, I understand.
With the flow.
With the flow.
With the flow.
And so that's how they do it, and we work with them. What's comfortable for the mother is how we move. We don't, it's nothing rigid.
But have you have complicated moment that sometimes you need sometimes
Well, my sister as well assists us in the birthing process. She's a musicianal doula.
Oh,
I bet you've never heard of that before.
You give the sound, you bring the vibe with the sound.
Yeah, the baby say, I'm coming.
I'm coming. Yes.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
So do you want to go all the way outside? Or?
Yes, and I have another question because I need a light. Let's go out. So sometimes there is a situation that it's get complicated. Oh, my English, אתה יכול לעזור לי איך אומרים קיסרי?
Cesarean.
And I understand Hebrew as well, so it's okay.
Yes, can you understand Hebrew? I just want to ask about ניתוח קיסרי, if there is some complicated moment.
So right now, what I explained about the birth, the mothers come here. But in our birthing center, we definitely only deal with low risk births.
Okay.
So if a woman, if one of our mothers, and because we walk them through, we basically know more so than someone walking into a hospital for the first time, what complications or special circumstances she may have or may encounter. Like if her blood pressure has maybe been high through the pregnancy. We do clinics here as well. We check her.
But there is chance you will send her to hospital?
There's chance. If there is any chance that there is a special circumstance, we will not deliver here. We don't take chances with our mothers. So it's only low risk births that we do here.
Wow.
And if that's the case, we will definitely go with her to the hospital and keep walking her through. We don't leave her alone.
And no chemical medicine?
Nope, we do no epidurals. We don't
and if she need tfarim, how to say tfarim in English?
Stitches.
Yes.
We will go to the hospital and do stitches. So that would be definitely after the birth.
Okay.
We would take her for that. That's not a problem.
Wow.
We have a very good relationship with the midwives at Soroka Hospital. They have come here. We had over...
Soroka, it's like in Be'er Sheva, which is like next city, a big hospital here in Israel.
It's about 25 minutes away.
Yeah, true.
The ambulance is right here next to the kafar. So it's really... If we have a complication in delivery, then we're able to get there.
You know what you do.
Or call and they'll come to assist us. We have a very good relationship with the midwives in Soroka, at Soroka. We just had a group of midwives to come here, and it was about 75 of them that came from Soroka to visit us, and we've had a wonderful exchange between our midwives and their midwives. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. So they recognize us, they know us. So when we get there, they're like, okay, what's the problem? Or they say, okay, why are you here? So it's a good relationship. It's a good relationship.
That is good.
How many children have been delivered here?
Wow.
Just a bit.
In the 53 years, I would definitely over 1,000. Definitely over 1,000
children.
And one of the things is that we don't have births like every day, even every month. We have seasons.
Wow.
Like coming out of winter, right now we have about 5 or 6 that are due to have
Season
their
by like
seasons, meaning
season
or not.
Yeah, but like you planning that?
We don't plan it.
You don't plan it to
No.
We don't
It just
plan it.
happens.
It just happens, and then we'll find that coming
It's the
out
diet, the
coming
diet.
out of winter, we have about 5, 6, 7 women having their babies.
Wow.
So, but we don't have a large number where we're here every day delivering babies, and that also allows us to give that personal care.
Personal, definitely.
So they really get the personal care from beginning to end.
That is so nice.
And then they come back here. What I didn't mention was after they have the baby, we do go to the hospital for a checkup, for them to check, make sure everything's okay. They stay the regular amount of time at the Beit Cholim, and then they return here. And once they come back here, they're able to stay here for 2 weeks
With the baby.
with the baby, and we take care of her. We spoil her, pamper her. All of her meals are taken care of. Her laundry.
It's literally sisterhood. This is what I feel.
It's sisterhood.
It's sisterhood.
And if she has other children other than the one she's just birthed, if it's not her first child, then the sisterhood comes together to take care of her home while she's here.
Wow.
So that the children are taken care of, the family is taken care of, the meals in the homes as well as here.
So I have last question that I'm curious about. Can you help me to say it in English? My English is not so good, so I want to ask if you get some help from the Misrad Abriut,
From the Ministry of Health.
Yes.
From
the Israeli Ministry
Yes.
of Health.
Okay, so at this time, no. There's no subsidization, I think that's the right word, subsidization from the Ministry of Health, Misrad Abriut in Israel.
In Israel.
It is all in-house. It is all taken care of within the community at this time. We definitely need help. We definitely would accept and welcome assistance. But at this time, we're doing this as we had to do in the very beginning with our educational system, with every institution that we've created here has been created out of the need for us to continue our way of life, even if we didn't have subsidization, even if we didn't have that help from the government. It didn't stop our education. It didn't stop our health care. It didn't stop anything that we needed, but we're growing, and it's definitely something that
Needs.
that's
Of course.
definitely needed.
So good remind, share your money. Love is energy, love is free. So for me, I give thanks every day to God that share with me money.
Yeah.
And I know I must to share my money.
Yeah.
So I do my small donation. So this is, I all the time invite my followers.
Yeah.
Share. This is opportunity to share
And
everything.
those sharing, that becomes a blessing.
Exactly.
And you receive.
Exactly.
You receive when you give.
Exactly.
Yes.
More blessing. Thank you. Guys, she says she have surprise for me. I'm really curious.
Okay.
She have surprise.
Surprise for you.
Okay, let's see the surprise.
Okay, as I stated, this is my sister. Okay.
Same style, by the way. Same style.
Yeah. We're sisters. Okay, and we do 99.9% of everything together. That little 1%, but we do 99.9% of everything together.
Okay.
So I'm pulling her in. She is, like I said, not musical, but sound doula, as well as a sound therapist on many levels.
I never heard about it, I must to say.
Yes, so she's a sound therapist, and it's very special because I don't know how many sound doulas there are, but she's a sound therapist by profession, and she is awesome. So we want to give you a little sneak peek at what we do.
I feel so blessed. I'm going to
so
get
you
it.
can come this way.
Sorry. After you.
The name of our business is Puritanic Serenity. Okay, and it's a combination of so many different things. So I would like to welcome you into one of our
Unique room. Oh, guys, look at that. And smell is so good here. Wow.
So what actually happens in here?
Yes. So this is a treatment room that we have here in the Bayheim as well, the House of Life. Our mothers come for prenatal massages.
Okay.
She can come for adjustments after
And
birth.
if she's not pregnant and after
And if
birth,
she's not
she
pregnant,
can
we
come?
also offer, this room is our treatment room here at the House of Life. And here in our community, it is mandatory for everyone to get a massage once a month.
Wow.
Whether you
Everyone.
like it or not.
Everyone. Everyone getting massage
Once
a month.
Yes. Isn't that wonderful?
Here, it's amazing.
Yes.
Massage, it's a healing. It's pushing the poison. It's help the body to clean himself.
That's why it's a part of our health care,
It's
part of our
amazing.
lifestyle.
But in this room, everyone? Or everybody go to other? No, but
This is just one of our treatment rooms.
no, but you using the service outside? You can go outside to get massage?
Yes, you can. Definitely, you can.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Okay.
But it's good too.
Okay.
Yes. We do welcome others to come in and do massages. It's not just for the community. Okay, so we do service our Israeli friends and family.
So guys, you can come, visit the community, and enjoy from this bed. That is nice.
So as well, we want to give you a little 2-minute little sound.
Wow.
Okay, and we're going to ask Ashriel to hold the camera for
Wow.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel so blessed.
You want to do it downstairs?
You sure? Because you really get the benefit of what you're about to experience.
So better I will not hold the camera?
Right, you're
I will
going in
just be
another
in.
zone.
And you
Okay.
close your eyes.
Okay, just make sure to move all the time.
No.
I will make you a YouTuber one day.
Yeah, she been trying to make me a YouTuber.
Wow.
Okay, so as I said, and as we would say if you were here for your treatment, welcome to Puritanic Serenity. What you're about to receive is an experience in sound, touch. It's an emotional, spiritual experience. And my sister will explain what the instruments do for your body. Also, the music you're listening to is my sister playing all the instruments. And the sounds and the singing and the whole experience. So close your eyes.
Okay. First, after we welcome you to Puritanic Serenity, I explained that I put the bowls on different parts of your body, and I start here on the chest, the heart chakra. And what this does is to open up the heart chakra. That was just a teeny sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Go, I'm staying here. Go vlog. Vlog by yourself. Leave me alone. Yo, wow. Honestly, it was amazing. Thank you so much. I enjoy. I cleaning spiritual things that I carry with me.
But after an hour, this is a whole hour's treatment. So doing the
it was
front
just
and the back, and you know what we just did with the little shaker ray instrument. It deals with the nerve endings at the surface of your skin. You know, just lightly. You know, nothing deep, but it wakes it up.
So that is actually their number. It's an Israeli number, so I guess you can get the WhatsApp number if you want to reach them. or to come to support and get some this treatment.
Good stuff.
Good stuff, I can tell.
His name is
Guys,
Suave.
I found the yoga guy here. I found the yoga guy. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
What is your name?
My name is Dael.
Dael.
Yes.
The names here so unique.
Yes.
Wow.
He's a unique person.
Okay, so next time, because you are on the way,
Flower,
next time I will ask from you to do some
poses.
Yes.
Okay.
Next time.
Do
I will see you.
asanas.
Definitely.
No problem.
More blessing.
Thank you, bye.
Bye bye.
Much appreciated.
Hey,
Amen.
so we are going to have some lunch now. We will have some lunch. Children usually playing here, moving around, but today is very hot.
This is that's what everybody loves.
Oh, really?
I love you too. Wow, shalom. So Ashrel going to take me to the restaurant, vegan restaurant with Yalital.
Very important to see all the things that we saw today, so you can understand that we don't really get any subsidizing from the outside. Everything that you saw today is what we do internally inside the community, and so whatever assistance that we can get from the outside is always helpful, so that we can continue to develop this lifestyle that we have here, and we can be able to help other people outside the community also adopt these practices that may be very helpful for them. So thank you again, Coco, for coming down, for seeing us, for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys.
And,
thank you both. Guys, we are here in Israelite Hebrew restaurant. Everything is vegan, right?
100%.
Bon appetit. I will just show you what you are going to have. Salad and sandwich. What about you?
I want to get a sandwich.
Okay. So let's give a taste, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Can you put the light, please?
Yeah.
I just want to show you on the salad. Salad is so unique. איך אומרים נבטים באנגלית?
Sprouts.
We have sprout and we have, how to say this in English?
Wakame.
Wakame. That is so nice. Look at that. That's soup. Ah.
I think it's gross, actually.
Because I'm Jewish, so before I'm eating, I'm blessing. This is part of our religion. Not all the time I do it. Sometimes when I remember, so I do it. And you have here this small one. Let me show you.
Oh, vegetable patty.
Vegetable patty.
Patty, yeah.
Okay. Let me finish here. I will see you soon. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for everything. I will see you next time. Thank you, man. Always a pleasure. We have here a gentleman Israelite guy. And we have here Yalital. And both help me to go to the car. But honestly, you don't need to help me. I can take it.
You don't even know where you're going. Stop it.
Literally park here. Okay. So you live
I
here.
can't tell nobody that the Hebrew Israelites has you carry your own bags to the
Okay.
car.
Israelite there, gentlemen. My sister, they will carry everything for you. I'm telling you, they will carry everything for you. Just come here.
Out your mouth.
Okay, that is the car. Yeah. Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yalla, bye.
Bye, man. Thank you so much. Let's be in touch. More blessing.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. Yeah, man. Israelite community fasting 1 day in a week. What more they do? 3 days in a week. Don't having salt. What more? Oh, I forgot. 1 day in a month having massage. Oh, my focus is not here. I cannot vlog right now. It's so hot. Vegan people are such a unique, beautiful community. The Village of Peace. Support the people. I will keep link in the description. Love, it's free.